Come with me if you want to live. We have to go.
Now available with Masterbeard Theater.
Come on, men. Do you want to live forever?
Join Jirard and Ted as they embark on an epic adventure to avenge Agora Hills.
This is clearly Agora Hills.
And journey from classroom to carnage.
The class was the best one I had this year.
Well, it's really not my job.
The one where I was drawing the whole time. I love that class.
While discovering romance along the way.
I was training, and I accidentally killed somebody.
Carry on, Private.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Mr. Krabs.
Dude, can you not look at us like that?
And ally with Ubermensch. Definitely not a Nazi MPH.
The good kind of bug is a dead bug.
I only got one rule and one rule only. Everybody watches, no one skips. As in the ads at patreon.com/superbeerbros, where today we're going to be watching and checking out Starship Troopers.
If you join the SBB Alliance today, you'll also gain access to over 60 other citizen quality films, maggots.
We gotta go! Retreat! There's too many bugs! There's too many!
It's an ugly planet, a bug planet.
It's coming right for us! Look out for that bug!
I'm doing my part on Patreon. How about you?
That bug is gross. Ted, we're gonna need a better ship.
Bugs! I hate bugs.
Important question. When is there going to be an Ogre Battle series on Super Beard Bros?
Did you just write a question in the chat and then read your own question?
No, actually.
In reality, it's very unlikely that we're going to do an Ogre Battle series on Beard Bros. I'm just being real. That's like a terrible game for a Let's Play. However...
It's real. It's
oh,
real.
John Appleton. A guy who you never speak to.
I don't know that guy.
You've never seen him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but real talk.
That's
not to say that I will not figure out some way to get Ted to be able to play Ogre Battle on the television. I know what makes the people happy.
Have you not played it yet?
Ogre Battle? Of course I've played it.
No, it's Ted.
It's Ted's like childhood game. So
you just want it back?
He wants it back. Yeah.
It's your Wario Land.
I helped him get it back for the most part with some illicit activities, but I want to show him. I want to show him the. Yeah, I want to show him the FPGA.
What was it on?
It was on Super Nintendo and PlayStation, and maybe something else. Maybe Saturn.
Is that any relation to
Tactics Ogre?
Yeah. Or Ogre Battle?
Tactics Ogre is, I think, what the name of I think they're all called Tactics Ogre. I can't remember. It's some weird thing with the names.
How many ogres are in? Are they like a big part of the game?
Is there a lot of ogres in the game? Not really, right?
Or is it just like kind of a fantasy term?
I don't think there's even...
It's like Romancing Saga. It like doesn't make sense, but it like feels right.
There's like some creatures that look kind of like ogres, but I don't think they're ogres.
I think it counted. I think it counted it. That's nice.
What's a deep cut music book find you've come across recently? Okay. I got a copy of the re-release of Tom Waits' Nighthawks at the Diner when Kelly and her family went to a record store randomly the other day. It's a cool record because Tom Waits cut his teeth doing jazz clubs like the Troubadour and stuff, nightclub acts where he like talks and plays the piano. So we recorded a studio album where he does that, and he actually brought in an audience as like an instrument and mic'd them up so that he could have like a studio album quality album with the vibe of a piano bar. Pretty cool.
Sweet.
Pretty cool. March of the Black Queen is the one that we're all talking about.
What? Whatever. Jerks.
Dude, that guy's me. I feel that guy hard.
I think I need...
Dude, this is like Mr. W.
What's Mr. W?
That's Mr. Wario.
This is gonna be a little tricky without any power-ups.
Oh.
What?
Eh.
Ha! What?
Man, you got wrecked.
I don't really like.
We're still on the
in
teacup.
in the time, we're at the final part of the teacup.
Oh, we've been streaming for like an hour.
Really?
Nah, like it's only 3:40.
Okay.
3:45.
Well, some of that was technical difficulties.
Yeah, but you know what? Like technically, they were difficulties. How's that?
That's fine.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Okay.
I have the record with March of the Black Queen. The Queen record with Ogre Battle and the March of the Black Queen on it. Alex.
Wait, the Queen. Oh yeah, is that what you were telling me about that? That's like a thing.
Yeah, Ogre Battle and March of the Black Queen are both on Queen 2 or something like that. Alex, is there a Beard Bowl series that ended better than Jirard crashing the wagon in Oregon Trail? That was very, very good. I don't know why he did that. That was true kill everyone, kill your friends behavior.
Wait, in Oregon Trail, he like...
When we're fording the last river, he like slammed the raft into the wall and killed everyone but himself. It was unbelievable.
Which version of the game was this?
Like the one, like the old ass one.
Oh.
Hey, Forrest says, just wondering, have you guys seen Evangelion? Really wonder what Alex and Davis think of that anime.
Yes.
Yeah, of course we've seen it.
That was like my first anime that I ever like watched all the way through.
You probably got let down by the rest of anime.
You know what? It is like a high bar to start with.
Evangelion's a really fucking good anime. It's really disturbing, and it really needs you to be mind open to like get it. It's not just about robot fights, though it has some sick robot fights. But don't watch it if you are one of those people who's like, I don't want to watch anything that has anything in it that makes me feel bad. Because Evangelion will make you feel bad. Period.
Yeah, but it's great. The funny thing is, like, that's how I started, and I like that kind of stuff. And then recently, I got into like, I'm watching like Inuyasha right now.
That's so,
which I like hated
so
as a
different.
teenager because I'm like, this is so girly and like this is so weird.
Girly.
And then I discovered like from starting to watch like the original Sailor Moon and stuff that I actually love magical schoolgirl animes because they're
the best.
They spend time on relationships, which as I get older is like more important to me than just like battles.
The aesthetics are immaculate in like Magical Girl.
Well, and Inuyasha is the perfect fusion. It's like the coolest looking demon stuff, and then like character work.
Chat's
it's like very fun.
Chat's gonna tell me about that Evangelion-esque Magical Girl anime that I'm Madoka. Madoka? Is that it? Somebody in chat will know this. There's no way they won't. That's the one you gotta watch if you like Magical Girl and Evangelion.
All in one?
It's all in one. And you know what I like to do with two things I like?
Put them together?
Mix them together as hard as I can. Alex, did you like Last of Us Season 1? Yeah, I played it. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't watched it. I will watch it, but like I'm sure I will like it. It looks very well made. Doesn't seem like my type of like TV. Like like I might be into it from like a pulp perspective, but I'm. It's not that I don't think it's good. It's just like I'm not that interested in it. Really like the game though.
Man.
No disrespect. I'm sure it's like legit good.
That's where I'm at too. I haven't watched it because I love the game and I will get to it at some point.
Yeah, I also really want to play Part 2. I haven't had a chance. I kind of been like low key waiting for it to like actually drop on PS5, though I know it's kind of already.
I played the first half of it. It's really good. I just like
I'm sure
like life gets in the way of like long playthroughs, and then you go back to like.
I'm trying to get back to the no guides man. I'm trying to get back to the guy who just like doesn't think too hard about what he's gonna play. And hopefully, now that I have the Mister to like scratch my like weird like play every game high fidelity record store itch, for those long nights where I just want to turn on 45 games and look at them for a second. I can still do that, and then I can go and play a game for hours. I just played Resident Evil 4, the classic one. Had an incredible time.
Oh, yeah.
Just quietly and slowly, like, diligently beat it over, like, a week, 2 weeks. Took my time with it. It was like a casual run. I played that. I've beaten that game 60 or 70 times in my dorm room in my 20s, but playing it through at once and remembering everything and just not putting any pressure on myself to, like, get everything or do anything. Felt so good to, like, sell my half-finished cans of Jewels or whatever the fuck. Just felt great to be that guy. John Appleton says, question, think Jesse will ever release the recorded but never seen SGS episodes of Evil Within? Do I think he will release them? No.
No.
I'm not even in that.
It was not a good playthrough.
For not just because of the game.
Well, I guess now it's not, but like I don't know. For me, it was like I got like really motion sick playing it. Like it was just like an experience where we're like, it's not up to the normal standard of.
I would love to go back and play that game. I really like that game a lot, but I wouldn't make us sit through it if it's going to make us all sick.
Well, I got the patches now.
Oh, you got the motion sickness patches? That's right.
Good try.
Question, very important. Davis, how's Snoopy doing?
Snoopy, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, he's doing great.
He's doing good.
He's on top of it. Good boy, Bubba. Oh, he's coming over because he's heard we were talking about
he got a little riled up earlier because, you know, Ted had the audacity to exist.
Ted showed up looking like fucking Darth Vader.
And he was like, oh, shit!
Ted showed up in the Vader outfit that he wears.
Dude, your helmet is cool. Like, the first time I saw you, I was like scared. I was like, who is this? Like,
I know, I just walked straight up to Davis.
Like, directly, I'm like, I'm dying. This guy is like beating my ass right now. He's like, hug. Oh, shit. God damn it, bird!
Is there a Saturn core yet? There's like about 100 games run.
There has to be.
It's gonna happen. I'm sure of it. But I have a Sega Saturn also, so it's not that big of a deal.
What is the, like, half of both butt cheeks are on that guy, and it counts as, like, him hitting me? I don't know that I agree with that.
I mean...
I'd like a referee.
I mean, me and my grandparents would play A Link to the Past a lot when I was growing up, and me and my papa would trade off playing while my nana would sit in the walkthrough and guide us through. That sounds great. Like I say, I'm not saying that it's not cool or good to play with friends or family and use a walkthrough. I'm just saying, like... That might not be about playing Zelda. You know what I mean? That might be about having a good time with some people that you love. You know what I mean? Either that or it's like, no, we weren't friends or like each other. We just loved Zelda. And we were the only people that could play it with each other, so we did. I think it's great to play games with people and make it into communal experiences. I just think that more thought should be given in a place where you're talking to someone who's nearly a stranger. When you're talking to them about what they should or should not be doing in a video game, which I've tried to establish is a quite personal experience.
Yeah, just ask.
Yeah.
You wanted to? Just ask.
It's not wild.
Just ask.
I'm not saying it's morally good or bad. I just, you know, and it's not really even about politeness that I'm talking about it. I just think it's interesting. You know what I mean? It doesn't really, I'm not doing a PSA to, like, get people to treat me more nicely. I just, I can handle it. Trust me. Like, nobody wants to get on my bad side. I'm quite scary. I'm good at arguing. Like, I'm not afraid to, like, have a discussion, but it's more just about,
like, what am I supposed to do there?
I want people to think about that.
Knock him out, go down to pick him up, he gets back up. This boss he's got my number. Sorry.
I didn't know Wario had a mohawk.
Only when he's like,
I think only Mr. W has one. And he pities the wah. No, that sucks.
I guess he has like a hat on the rest of the time, so it's hard to tell, but okay. Alright, let's go.
What are some people on the couch and in the chat looking forward to releasing besides Zelda? All I can think about is Final Fantasy 16. I'm not even going to buy Zelda. Kelly's probably going to get Zelda before I do, and I'm going to be happy to vicariously live through her until I have some time to play Zelda, which of course I'm going to play, but very, very excited about Final Fantasy, and I've been playing some old Final Fantasies, and stuff like
You're
that.
always playing through Final Fantasy.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's just
It's not always Final Fantasy. Sometimes it's other games.
I'm not saying it's morally.
Yeah.
wrong.
Sometimes.
I think it's interesting.
Sometimes Saga. Sometimes Dragon Quest. Sometimes games with the word Lagoon in the title. Sometimes games with the word Chrono in the title.
There we go.
Elden Ring DLC, that's another one.
Dude, I haven't even finished Elden Ring.
Frickin'
150 hours in that game, and I still haven't beat it.
Frickin' what's it called just finally came out, which I want to play. Advance Wars, Nui. I love those games. Haven't played one in ages.
All right. We are in... What does this say?
This looks like Super Nintendo. What is this?
Parsley Woods?
Ropey Woods? What is it called?
It's cut off here, but...
It'll show you, Parsley Woods. You can see it on the...
Parsley like a...
Parsley is
plant
like...
or like a shrub?
Yeah.
I don't know, just these are like tall... You know,
What was the other place called? SS what?
teacup.
So it's all like kitchen stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Nailed it. Also, like, for some reason, Japanese games love to, like, make their shit, like, soup-themed. Ingredients for a soup-themed.
Because soups are delicious?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Are you moralizing on soups now?
I'm not moralizing. I'm just saying it's
Dude.
interesting.
Oh, shit.
So many good games be coming out right now. So many games be coming out all the time. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster just came out. It's like 6 of the best games ever made, like in a beautiful new package.
Wait,
Like
what?
what?
They did like one of the Octopath things, or?
They did Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. It's like the version that came out that everybody was mad about the font on PC. But they like kind of redid some stuff, made it look nice, added like a nice filter to it, and added like a pixel-based font that is still pretty small, but it looks a lot better, and the game just looks really nice. And you can switch between the new soundtracks and the old soundtracks, yada yada yada.
Is it for like all the systems? Like,
It's not for Xbox.
but it's for Switch.
Yeah,
That's like the most important system. For
I'm
that
playing
game.
I'm playing
For
Final
real.
Fantasy VI on Switch right now, and I'm having a great time.
But you're
like-
not playing the Pixel remaster.
Well, I am playing the Pixel Remaster.
Oh,
That's what I just said.
I thought you had started that a while ago. I thought you were just like.
No,
Playing
I was
the
playing
version.
Final Fantasy 12, and I played through about half of that, and I'm gonna come back to it. But I wanted to play 6 because I haven't played 6 in like 15 or 16 years, and I really wanted to play it without like all the guides and shit that I'm used to.
You're not gonna sit there with your friends and your guides.
Well, it's funny. Like the other day, I was telling the boys when we were doing Scary Game Squad that I'm playing Final Fantasy VI, and they immediately just both started like rattling off like advice, and like showing me like telling me like where I was going to be next and what I was going to be doing. And it's obvious that they just love the game. They
Right.
just like love it and are genuinely excited that I'm playing it. But it's just a difference of priorities. It's interesting. It's not moral. I'm not moralizing. It's just weird. Also,
You just hate other people.
also
and whenever
Forbidden
they talk
West.
to you.
Isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I refer people to my pinned tweet. My pinned tweet has been my pinned tweet for like 5 years, and it's like, hey, just because I'm talking about what I care about doesn't mean I'm mad or I'm having a breakdown or someone somewhere is abusing me. I'm just talking about it. Yeah, I just care.
That's fair.
Would you want a new Chrono Trigger sequel in full 3D or Team Asano style 2.5 HD? I really wouldn't care. I'm more interested in who's making the game.
Like
if they brought back the Dream Team, I don't know. Like maybe. What's a Chrono Trigger sequel? Is that different than a Chrono Cross sequel?
That's like
I like Chrono Cross just about as much as I like Chrono Trigger. Is that weird?
No, a lot of
tense.
people that like Final Fantasy 9 like Chrono Cross.
Is that right? I feel like Final Fantasy 9 were pretty much.
I have like 3 friends that have said that, so that's why I'm like.
Probably the real
just
RPG players.
extrapolating,
Probably the smart scholars of your life. Who you know?
The
smartest guys in your.
That's
in
like
your
how I
world.
feel like when I was younger. I would just be like, "Oh, give me a new one of these," and then maybe was it Golden Sun or I think the first time I realized like a game having the name of another game you like doesn't make it that. Like,
I wish the fucking Marvel guys would figure that out.
Yeah, it's like who are the creatives behind it?
They're like, oh, we killed the creative soul of the person who made the first movie, so we're gonna get somebody else to make the second one. They're gonna do just what we say. Isn't that great? Oh,
yeah. Like who? I don't know what the dream team was for Chrono Trigger, but if they're still all working together,
it's just funny because Chrono Cross and Final Fantasy IX are really not that similar. If anything, Final Fantasy IX is kind of like Final Fantasy VI.
I don't think that people like them because they're similar. I think they're both like they require something of you.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
In different ways. So
I feel like Final Fantasy IX is.
I tried to play Chrono Cross when I was like a kid, and I just bounced off it.
Final Fantasy IX though, like a kid could play. I feel like Chrono Cross is like you're asking a lot to even learn how to play that game properly, and you only level up at bosses if I remember correctly. I gotta go back and play that again. That game, I have great memories of that game.
I feel like I've seen an infographic of all the potential party members you can have, and it's some absurd amount.
Oh, I've definitely done a perfect playthrough of that game thanks to my 5 friends who I played through it with in school, and we downloaded the game pack and printed it out and shared it at school. I'm not saying I didn't look at guides.
You're just saying it's interesting.
Yes. I'm an old man now, and I think about things and why they happen. I don't really care about my own wants and interests that much anymore. Really wish Wario Shake It would get a port to Switch. Missed that at launch. Is that the one that has the awesome YouTube video that like breaks the screen? I love that.
It's the one that also just like looks too good.
Vibes.
It's like so. I need to like play through that. Maybe we'll go through all of them. Super Beer Bros over the next 40 years.
Over the next 40 years? Hell yeah, let's do it. Alex is just a philosopher at this point. Everybody should be a philosopher. What's the point of being a warrior today? What's the point of winning an argument about what game is better?
Oh, I love philosophy.
Philosophy is just like chatting.
Oh, shit.
WarioWare is so fucking good. WarioWare is like actually like a game design fucking jam fest of the greats. It is pure gameplay for the pure-minded man. It is pure gaming. It is no for the story. It is no nothing. It's not even an arcade game. It is like less and more. It is perfect.
Damn.
Alex, if you could get a huge catered buffet of any culture's food, what would you go with? What a fucking weird question.
Not at all out of the realm of... That's a great Alex question, though.
Is it, though? Like, what am I eating? Everything?
Yeah.
Or is the question which culture, pound for pound, has the best cuisine?
How you choose to answer it is your own thing.
Am I entertaining myself only, or is it like to get the party rolling? Cuban food? Cuban. If it's catered and it's for a big group, it's either going to be Cuban or Hawaiian food or maybe
what if it's
Filipino
just like
food.
Like how you guys like did you like take Brett out for like a great day?
Yeah.
If it's just like some food genie's like, Alex,
you can eat 5 dishes at
from
once
any
from
cuisine.
What
is it?
If it's like really high quality, I guess like maybe like French food or maybe like Chinese food or like Sichuan food or Japanese food. I don't know. Something with some nuance to it, like a very complex cuisine would be great. If I have like the best chefs in the world to create it. What's the deal with replicators? We like the food or it's not supposed to be good?
Oh my god. Like, shouldn't it just be...
Does it 3D print like perfect, like based on Wolfgang Puck's perfect one time that he cooked it? Or is it like
quote me
cafeteria replicator
It's
food?
been a while since I like watched a Star Trek episode that really dove into that, but I think that there's like... The replicator just replicates a recipe, so you could have like a really good one. I don't think like... The replicator just makes it however it's designed to make it.
It's like AI, ChatGPT.
Like, I don't think there's like a microwave that has like an effect. Like, it should just be
Chat GPT loaf. But is it an inspired? Is it a copy of a good chef, or is it like there's like a computer that's just technically this is creme brulee?
I think it's where you get it, because I feel like there's an episode where somebody like, oh, I have my own. I'll like give you the replicator recipe or something.
I'll give you the software. That's actually fucked up. That's literally like ChatGPT stealing your job right there. Do you think Wario was born in the woods?
Well, like, what do you think the Hollow?
I don't know.
Suite is, or like all that stuff.
The holodeck?
Like, it like makes all these novel things for you. You don't think there's any AI there?
There has to be. There has to be.
ChatGPT's 90.
I remember how I was talking about you just get to make your own movies and you can like celebrities will license their shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Feige said that the other day, and I'm like, oh god, I guess movies are done. I guess no more Parasite. Just like me having sex with like some dead actress with big tits from the 90s, and we're just like playing the plot of Terminator 2.
That's definitely going to be a thing. I do think that at some point though, like how you realize like how crazy just having like the internet on your phone is, but how little people use it for like
solving
actually
problems,
like, doing things. Like, I think it'll be novel for a little while, and basically then people will just go back to like, all right, there'll be tastemakers who like what's it called, brain dances.
Yeah,
they'll basically just like make it
BDs chumbata. Didn't Cisco's dad create a popular replicator recipe or something? That sounds like some shit that Cisco's dad would have done.
I thought that his dad like hated the replicator. I thought like weren't they like actually they cooked food? That was like a wild thing.
You know what a wry and sci-fi-esque end result of his beautiful human recipe being the 2.0. You know what I mean? Makes you think. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Honestly, checks out that a Marvel director would have that opinion. Anybody. That's Kevin Feige's not just the Marvel director. He's the one that made Marvel.
Yeah.
And let's all remember that we used to love Marvel unabashedly. It was great. Remember Avengers?
Yeah.
Remember how pure that was? It was pure.
You know, I have that on 3D Blu-ray.
I have it on regular 4K Blu-ray, and it's like better almost. Alex, maybe you can answer. How the F did TOVG link up with the legendary Jamie Lee Curtis? Did Ruby never mention Jamie Lee Curtis was her mom until Jamie Lee Curtis dropped her off? How did it happen? Yeah. Yeah. Ruby is just like a cool person who's been in the gaming scene. Working at other places, and she was looking for a job, and we said, hey, come on down. Aiden says, I know it's a Chilluminati question, but Alex, any juicy spoilers for Greenstone Part 4, or do you intend to just keep tormenting Jesse? I'll give you a spoiler. After the next episode of the Greenstone, no one will be mad at me anymore. How about that? Davis from Austin, how did you feel about Avatar 2? This guy, first of all, this guy loves Avatar 1. He's got it on 3D Blu-ray. He will show it to you today if you ask him.
I did not care for Avatar 2.
You didn't care for it?
I was quite...
Sounds like you're being a little polite.
Yeah, I mean, like... I very strongly disliked it. I thought it had, like, all of the worst parts of sequels from the guy that, like, is famous for making killer sequels.
Uh-huh. Aliens...
Terminator 2.
Avatar 2, The Way of Water.
Yeah, I don't know. It did, like, all of the dumb things, and it, like, just, I don't know, bummed me out. And I watched it. What didn't help it was that I watched it in IMAX, and it was at, like, 60 frames per second, and it was, like... I thought I would eventually get used to it. No, it...
The worst was the,
it's
like
it looked like a video game cutscene. Yeah, the whole movie.
It looks like you're like riding along on set.
Yeah, it was
like,
a bummer.
The worst one was The Hobbit. That one was the weirdest, with the 40 frames per second or whatever. That was super strange. Never seen anything like that before in my life.
Yeah, I think that was like James Cameron convincing him that was going to be a thing, but it didn't help that either. Didn't they knock that off for the second one?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm pretty sure that's what you said last time for Greenstone Part 2. Yeah, and this is Greenstone Episode 3 Part 2, so I'm still telling the truth. What you know about beef stroganoff omelets, though? Yep, I agree with you.
I don't think I've ever had a beef stroganoff omelet, but
Well, we're going to Pacific Diner immediately.
But like the combo sounds delicious.
It is exactly as good as you think, especially when that sour cream comes in. Woo! Add some spicy salsa. Hey, Alex, just woke up. It's morning for me now. Nice. And pleasantly surprised to see you guys live. Great. Love to see it. Happy to satisfy. Can I ask about these hedgehogs in water? Is that a jab, you think? Is it a jab? That's a great question. I don't know. When is this game from?
This game?
Yeah.
The 90s?
Well, okay. That's a little bit too broad.
97, maybe?
97?
96? No.
What?
Too
Really?
late? Too early?
Seems late.
I'm bad at guessing. 95?
What about Snyder Cut being 4-3 for little to no reason? I think that's a little bit wild for you to decide for him. Like, he clearly had a point.
What?
He clearly had a reason, and it's obviously just an intangible creative reason.
Aspect?
93.
93.
94, sorry.
94.
94?
Okay, I was way off.
So it could have been Sonic, yeah.
Look, I'm bad at.
You're not bad.
Time.
It's okay.
I'm bad at dating stuff.
Dating stuff.
Womp womp womp.
That was a
Don't worry.
accidental Freudian slip in a different way.
Robots are coming, don't
Thank you. You know, like figuring out the date of things, and also having
Aspect ratio.
I feel less. I'm less precious on aspect ratios. I like.
They have a vibe.
They can sell a vibe, and maybe there is a vibe where 60 works, but the entire time, my eyes weren't trained for it, and it was like
It has to
brutal to me.
Here's the thing. This TV that we're looking at right now, it runs 60 FPS, but it runs at 60 hertz, right? And I don't know how a projector does 60 FPS versus a television and how it nails those frames, but I imagine it has to be a similar sort of refresh rate type of scenario. So I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like maybe there's a way to go watch Avatar on a nice screen that's smoother.
Come see the first one at my place. I got a
I've
3D
seen it.
projector. I got a 3D TV. I'm lonely.
Do you have a 120 hertz?
Yeah.
Okay. On your TV, not on your phone?
Yeah, on my the we've watched. Didn't you watch like some movie on it?
Yeah. No, I'm just being.
You might have watched.
I'm just being a dick.
If Davis could do a series like Burger Rush, what food would he pick?
Burgers are my favorite food.
And Alex, if you did another one, what?
Okay, burgers are off the table. What's it gonna be? I already did the
I'll just
perfect
stay home.
I did the perfect burger show. I'll tell you what it would be.
I'll just be home.
I've seen you eat more than burgers. You know what I've seen you eat?
Cookie Rush.
No, you know what I've seen you eat more than anything? Tacos.
Oh, that's true.
You get tacos.
In fact, that's the Davis. But
Yeah. It's like your thing. You get like your food, and then you're just like, and one taco for
taco, like a side taco
Yeah.
on any meal is how you should do a meal.
Yeah.
I'm down. We have great tacos around here too.
And then what was the Alex part?
I got a GoPro now.
Oh yeah.
If you did another food.
Oh, what food would I focus on? I would choose specifically. I already know what I would do because I like wrote it already. I want to do like those restaurants that are like in California. If you know, you know. Maybe a little further than California, they're like called like Alberto's, Albertas, Alfredo's, Rigoberto's. It would be like Multiverse of Madness, but it would be about these like Mexican beach Mex restaurants.